Hello people at the house are doing. As you know, it's Easter week or Holy Week, and it is something very special too. We're here, I will be doing a speech for the commemoration of the Easter Rising, of the heroes of 1916, the men and women of 1916, as you can see behind me. Some of them are there, and you can't explain the sacrifices they made, and what they done for this country, what they done for us to be here today, for us to live in the republic today, for me to have this flag, for me to have this, for me to have that on. I can't tell you how much they have done for this country, and their sacrifices they made for this country, even 104 years on, sorry. Huge sacrifices they made. They gave up their whole lives, everything in life for the cause of freedom, for the cause of our freedom. And I will be doing the speech, but I'm saying to people, remember these great men and women of this at this time. Remember them, Padraig Pearse, Thomas Clark, all the heroes of 1916, like James Connolly. I could go on. So many great men and so many great women who fought vigorously at the in the GPO and other buildings around Dublin. And we must remember them. We can't let them slip from our minds. We can't let them vanish to the history books. Because our young people are not being taught about them in schools, and they're more worried about focused on this history and the other history outside of Ireland, and they don't teach people about the heroes of 1916, the people why we're here now, and why we live in the Irish Republic, or the Republic of Ireland as some people call it, because of these great men and women who stood up against an almighty enemy who owned half of the earth, who ruled the waves, in other words, and they stood up. And they took on the empire, in other words, and we owe them so much, and words can't explain how dearly I feel so much about them, and how much I admire them as people for the sacrifices they made for us to be here, and for for us as simple as that. They sacrificed their lives for us to be free, and to hopefully achieve independence from Great Britain. And we did that. We could have independence, thankfully, from Great Britain. And I will talk about this, but I'm saying to people, don't let them go out of your mind. These brave men and women died for us. And in this situation now, where we're living in this country, we have to put ourselves in their shoes. Their sacrifices they made. I know people might say, staying home and the rest, that's a big, huge sacrifice and everything. But the sacrifices these brave men and women made on that Easter week changed Ireland forever. Their sacrifices can never be forgotten. And what they have done for this country, and what they have done in achieving so much for this country, can never be forgotten. And their memories will never die. Thank you.